Good everyone. Today we will discuss a radius of convergence of a power series. Already we will do some definitions, some how to find the radius of a convergence of the given power series. And remind again I'm giving the definitions for the power series. First of all, we are taking a power series summation n is equal to 0 to infinity an z power n. An z power n. This is the power series about the origin. Then the radius of convergence. Then the radius of convergence. Radius of convergence. We have three formulas. Mostly we can convergence is we can use only Cauchy-Admont formula and D'Alembert ratio test. Of course, we can see the Cauchy root test also. First formula, we are taking R is the radius of convergence. Then we can take the reciprocal value, that is 1 by R. 1 by R is equal to limit n tends to infinity. N tends to infinity. Modulus of an equal to the power of n. This formula is Cauchy root test. This is Cauchy root test. Okay. And number two, second one, formula is same. 1 by R is equal to limit n tends to infinity supremum of modulus of an whole power n. This is called Cauchy-Admont formula. Admont formula. Okay. I don't know exactly pronunciation. ఇక్కడ సుప్రీమం ఇక్కడ దీనికి డిఫరెన్స్ ఏంటంటే సుప్రీమం ఇక్కడ సుప్రీమం లేదండి కాషీ టెస్ట్ అంటే సమ్ -1 to the power of n ఇలా ఫంక్షన్ వచ్చింది అనుకోండి సిరీస్ కోఎఫిషియెంట్స్ -1 to the power of n వచ్చింది అనుకోండి ఇలాంటి టైంలో యాజ్ n tends to infinity అప్లై చేసినప్పుడు మనకు ఐదర్ -1 వస్తుంది లేకుంటే +1 వస్తుంది. -1 ఫర్ ఆడ్ నెంబర్స్ n is odd, it is 1 for even numbers. Okay, two cases arise అవుతాయి ఇక్కడ. Two cases arise అవుతాయి కాబట్టి ఈ కేసులో we can take the supremum value. Okay, that's why the Cauchy root test is modified as Cauchy-Admont formula. Okay, now third one is 1 by R is equal to 1 by R is equal to limit n tends to infinity supremum of an plus 1 divided by an. This is called D'Alembert ratio test. D'Alembert's ratio test. Okay, here we are taking ratio. That's why it is called ratio test. Here it is root square root nth root. That's why it is called root. Okay, root test. Now, is it clear to all, sir? Nagesh sir, my voice is audible to all?
Yes, sir.
Take the radius of convergence R is equal to, if we take supremum, we have to take supremum P where n greater than or equal to 0, an z minus z naught equal to the power of n. This is converges. Of course, it is converges absolutely also. I am not mentioning that here. Just converges. Converges for all z, satisfying the condition, satisfying modulus of z minus z naught, is less than r. Okay, this is smaller. Sorry, this is p. This radius of convergence. Okay, p value. Okay, now the series of the form, the power series. I am taking the power series. Summation I am writing here. The power series. Summation n is equal to 1 to infinity 1 to infinity an z power n, an z power n converges, this is converges for all values of z such that, or simply for modulus of z less than r, where r is the radius of convergence of the power series. Okay. Now we can take the power series, the power series, summation n is equal to 1 to infinity, n is equal to 1 to infinity an z minus z naught, whole to the power of n converges, this is converges for modulus of z minus z naught is less than r. Okay. The question ఏంటంటే కాషీ రూట్ టెస్ట్ లో సుప్రీమం ఉంటుందా? ఓకే, సుప్రీమం కంపల్సరీ తీసుకోవాలని ఏం లేదు. మనకి ఎప్పుడైతే డిఫరెంట్ వాల్యూస్ వచ్చాయి, ఆల్టర్నేటింగ్ సిరీస్ ఫామ్ లో వచ్చాయి అనుకోండి, ఆ టైంలో సుప్రీమం మెన్షన్ చేయాల్సి ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, మీరు సుప్రీమం ప్రతిసారి తీసుకోవద్దు. అంటే మనకు 2 డిఫరెంట్ వాల్యూస్ వచ్చాయి, ఒక కేసులో 2 వచ్చింది, ఇంకో కేసులో -2 వచ్చింది, ఒక కేసులో 0 వచ్చింది, ఇంకో కేసులో 2 వచ్చింది. ఇలాంటి టైంలో we have to take the supremum is the radius of convergence. Okay, అక్కడ supremum mention చేసినా చేయకుండా no problem. Okay, now I'm taking some problems from net. there నుండి కంపల్సరీ క్వశ్చన్ అండి. JL&D లో అయితే 2 క్వశ్చన్స్ వస్తాయి, నెట్ అండ్ సెట్ లో అయితే మినిమం కంపల్సరీ క్వశ్చన్ అండి, మినిమం ఒక క్వశ్చన్ ఇది వస్తుంది. ఓకే, ఫస్ట్ ఐఎమ్ టేకింగ్ CSR net question. The radius of convergence, the radius of convergence of power series. We are taking one power series. Given power series is summation n equal to 0 to infinity z power n by n factorial is. Okay, so we have different options here. I'm writing here. First option 0, second option infinity, third option e, and the fourth option 1. These are the options. Okay, first I'm taking the power series. The power series is summation, actually original power series is summation n equal to 0 to infinity an z power n. Okay, we are comparing that n equal to 0 to infinity z power n by n. Okay, every time we term write direct, we can write the an value, then we can write the an is equal to here 1 by n factorial, and an plus 1 is equal to 1 by n plus 1 factorial. Okay, now we can take the formula radius of convergence, that is 1 by r is equal to limit n tends to infinity. Okay, now there is no conflict about the infimum or supremum, so I am just taking modulus of an plus 1 by a. Okay, that is equal to you can write limit n tends to infinity modulus of 1 by, this is n plus 1 factorial, where 1 by n factorial become n factorial. Okay, so this is equal to limit n tends to infinity. This can be written as n plus 1 factorial can be written as n plus 1 into n factorial. Okay, so here n factorial is cancelled, as n tends to infinity 1 by n plus tends to infinity. Okay, n approaches to infinity, whenever n approaches to infinity, then n plus 1 approaches to infinity. N kante munde n plus 1 approach. So this is 1 by infinity becomes 0. Therefore, radius of convergence is equal to infinity. Radius of convergence is equal to infinity. So second option is the right option. Okay. Now, ఇక్కడ రేడియస్ ఆఫ్ కన్వర్జెన్స్ లో మనం రెసిప్రోకల్ తీసుకుంటాం. ఆర్క్ రెసిప్రోకల్ తీసుకుంటాం కాబట్టి దాన్ని మళ్ళీ చేంజ్ చేసుకోవాలి. 1/r ని ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేస్తాం ఫార్ములాలో. దాన్ని మళ్ళీ మనం చేంజ్ చేసుకోవాలి. చేంజ్ చేసుకొని రేడియస్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేసుకోవాలి. అంటే రెసిప్రోకల్ మళ్ళీ తీసుకోవాలి. అప్పుడు r వాల్యూ వచ్చేస్తుంది. ఓకే. ఐఎమ్ టేకింగ్ వన్ ప్రాబ్లం ఫ్రమ్ సెట్ ది రేడియస్ ఆఫ్ కన్వర్జెన్స్. సేమ్ ప్రాబ్లం అండి, ఇదే ప్రాబ్లం, బట్ ఇలా ఇచ్చారు. ది రేడియస్ ఆఫ్ కన్వర్జెన్స్ of the for the series, for the series some 1 plus z plus z square by 2 factorial plus z cube by 3 factorial plus and so on. This is the series. We need to find the radius of convergence, and the options are same here. First option 0, second option infinity, third option e, and the fourth option is 1. Okay, these are the options. So it is nothing but expansion of e power z. So we can write summation n equal to 0 to infinity z power n by n factor. Okay, same problem andi, previous problem kada, an by z power n by n factorial. Kabatti radius of convergence is equal to infinity. Okay, I am writing here same power z power n by n factorial. So here an is equal to 1 by n factorial. By previous problem I am writing radius of convergence is equal to infinity. Okay, so second option is the right option. Just మార్చాడండి, సెట్ లో అడిగేటప్పుడు మార్చి ఇచ్చాడు. Okay, I am taking another problem from JL and set. And the problem set lo adigadu, JL lo adigadu. Okay. The radius of convergence, for the power series, summation n is equal to 0 to infinity 1 plus 1 by n whole to the power of n square, z power n. Okay, ఇదేమో ఇలా j లో ఇలా అడిగాడండి. సెట్ లో వచ్చేసి సమ్మేషన్ n is equal to 2 తీసుకున్నాడు, 0 దగ్గర కాకుండా 2 నుండి స్టార్ట్ చేశాను జస్ట్. ఓకే, జస్ట్ ఇండెక్స్ మార్చాను. ఓకే, నౌ we have options here. Options in set and JL both are same. First option 1, second option 0, third option E, fourth option is 1 by E. These are the options. Okay, now first I am comparing this power series with summation n equal to 0 to infinity an z power n. Okay, so here an is equal to 1 plus 1 by n whole power n square. Okay, now the radius of convergence 1 by r is equal to limit. I am taking root test. Here we have root. Okay, so I am taking root test here. Modulus of an whole to the power of 1 by n, that is equal to limit n tends to infinity 1 plus 1 by n whole is n square whole to the power of 1 by n. Here 1 by n will be, sorry, here n will be cancelled. This is direct formula. As n tends to infinity, 1 plus 1 by n whole to the power of n is e. Therefore, the radius of convergence. We have to take the 1 by r is equal to e means r is equal to 1 by e. Okay. మనం 1 by r వాల్యూ క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేస్తున్నామండి కాబట్టి r వాల్యూ లాస్ట్ కి రాసుకోవాలి ఓకే r is equal to 1 by e. This is the radius of convergence. Now I am taking another problem, CSR net 2012, the power series summation n is equal to 0 to infinity 3 power minus n uh, 3 power minus n z minus 1 whole to the power of 2n converges if, okay, we have options here. First option, modulus of z less than or equal to 3. Second option, modulus of z less than or equal to √3. Third option, modulus of z minus 1 less than √3. And fourth option, modulus of z minus 1 less than or equal to √3. These are the options we have. Okay. First, I am taking the given series is z minus 1 whole to the power of 2n. Okay. And first I am taking t equal to 2n. T equal to 2n for our convenience. Okay. Now లేదంటే డైరెక్ట్ ఈ an తీసుకోండి తర్వాత చూద్దాం కన్వర్జెంట్ ఫస్ట్ రేడియస్ ఆఫ్ కన్వర్జెన్స్ పాయింట్ వచ్చిందా an is equal to 3 to the power of minus n and an plus 1 is equal to 3 to the power of minus of n plus 1. Okay. Now apply the ratio test. Limit modulus of an plus 1 by an, that is equal to limit modulus of an plus 1, that is 3 power minus n minus 1 into 1 by, sorry, is first in the numerator 3 to the power of minus n minus 1, the denominator 3 power 3 to the power of minus n. Okay, we can apply we can write 3 power minus n will be cancelled. This is equal to 1 by 3. Therefore the radius of convergence r is equal to 3. Radius of convergence r is equal to 3, but we have to find the domain of disk of the convergence. Okay, the series, therefore the power series, the given series summation n is equal to 0 to infinity 3 power minus n z minus 1 whole to the power of 2n converges for modulus of z minus 1. యాక్చువల్లీ గా ఇక్కడ మనకు ఇక్కడ దీన్ని హోల్ స్క్వేర్ హోల్ పవర్ n అని రాసుకోవచ్చండి కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ ఏమని రాసుకోవాలంటే z minus 1 whole square is less than r is equal to 3. So modulus of z minus 1 whole square is less than 3. Modulus of z minus 1 less than 3 means modulus of z minus 1 whole square less than 3 means modulus of z minus 1 is less than or equal to రాదు కదా equal to only less than, that is plus or minus √3, that is we can take a less only, this would be. So this is the option 3 is the right option. Okay. Modulus of z minus 1 is less than. Okay. Now I am taking another problem. The power series. I am taking another problem from net 2013. Okay. the power series, the power series summation n equal to 0 to infinity 2 power minus n z power 2n, z power 2n converges if, okay, we have options here. We have options. First option, modulus of z less than or equal to 2. Second option, modulus of z less than 2. And the third option, modulus of z less than or equal to root 2. And the fourth option, modulus of z less than 2. These are the 4 options we have. Okay. Now this is the same procedure. Problem contingent, sir. Problem C. Now this is the problem here. I am taking an is equal to 2 power minus n. Then we can write directly we can apply root test. Okay. So limit the radius of convergence 1 by r is equal to limit modulus of an power 1 by n, that is equal to limit 2 to the power of minus n whole to the power of 1 by n. So this is equal to 1 by 2. The radius of convergence 1 by r is equal to 1 by 2. Therefore, r radius of convergence is 2. So this series is converges. Therefore, summation n equal to 0 to infinity 2 to the power of minus n z power 2 whole to the power of n. Ila rasko z power 2n. Okay. Converges for modulus of z square is less than r. R is equal to here 2. So modulus of z whole square is less than 2. Therefore, mod z is less than 2. This is the right option. Okay. Now I am taking another problem. It is also from net. The radius of convergence. The radius of convergence. The radius of convergence. And this is also net problem of the power series. Of the power series summation n equal to 0 to infinity n cube by 3 to the power of n into z power n is. Okay. We have options. You can respond on chat box. First option 3, second option is 1 upon 3. Third option is e power 1 by 3, and fourth option is e power 3. These are the options. So we can take an is equal to here. Here an is equal to n cube by 3 power n. I am applying a root test here. That is radius of convergence 1 by r is equal to limit modulus of an power 1 by n, that is equal to limit, that is n cube by 3 power n whole to the power of 1 by n. So this can be written as limit limit n power 1 by n whole cube. Numerator ni la rasuna. Denominator lo 3 power n 1 by n ante n cancel అయిపోతుంది. ఓకేనా? కాబట్టి 3 రాసేస్తాం. As we know that limit n tends to infinity, n power 1 by n is equal to 1. This is the formula. Okay, we can use that formula here. So that is equal to 1 by 3. Therefore, the radius of convergence r is equal. మనకు కావాల్సింది r, మనం క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేసేది 1 by r. కన్ఫ్యూజ్ కావద్దు. 1/3 వచ్చింది కదా అని అది కరెక్ట్ ఆప్షన్ టిక్ చేయకూడదు. యూ హ్యావ్ టు టేక్ ద reciprocal. ఓకే, సో ఫస్ట్ ఆప్షన్ ఇస్ ద రైట్ ఆప్షన్. సెకండ్ ఆప్షన్ కాదండి, ఒకసారి చెక్ చేయండి. ఫస్ట్ ఆప్షన్ ఇస్ ద రైట్ ఆప్షన్. ఓకే, ఐఎమ్ టేకింగ్ అనదర్ ప్రాబ్లం. It is also from net problem 2017 CSR net. The domain of the domain or a disk, sometimes domain and disk and the domain of the convergence of the power series summation iz minus 1 by 2 plus I whole to the power of n is. We have options. First option, modulus of z minus I is less than √5. Second option, modulus of z minus I less than or equal to √5. Third option, modulus of z plus I less than or equal to 5. And the fourth option, modulus of z plus I less than √5. These are the options. Okay. Now I am taking the radius of convergence. First, we are taking this complete function as a. Okay. There is no manaku z power n coefficient separate cheyadaniki ledandi ikkada. Kabatti I am taking an is equal to B option. Okay, check chedamandi mana. I am writing complete series coefficient here. Iz minus 1 by 2 plus I whole to the power of n, and an plus 1 is equal to Iz minus 1 by 2 plus I whole to the power of n plus 1. Okay. Now we can take the radius of convergence. లేదంటే డైరెక్ట్ ఒక పని చేద్దాం, దీన్ని డైరెక్ట్ రూట్ టెస్ట్ అప్లై చేద్దాం. సింపుల్గా వస్తుంది కదా, పవర్ ఎన్ ఉంది కాబట్టి జస్ట్ యూ కెన్ అప్లై రూట్ టెస్ట్. నో నీడ్ టు టేక్ రేషియో టేక్స్ టైం. ఓకే, నౌ ఐఎమ్ టేకింగ్ ద ఫార్ములా 1/r is equal to limit modulus of an whole power n, that is equal to limit modulus of iz minus 1 by 2 plus I whole to the power of n whole to the power of 1 by n will be cancelled. Okay, so this is 1 by n. So this is equal to limit modulus of I of this is x plus iy minus 1 divided by 2 plus I. Now this can be written as we can write limit you can separate the real and imaginary parts here. The imaginary part, real parts are -1 -y. So -1 -y real part plus I into imaginary part is x. Okay, I'm sorry, ఇంకా సింపుల్ గా చేయొచ్చు అండి, మనం ఇలా చేద్దాం. I'm just writing I'm taking iz minus 1 by 2 plus I. Okay, this is the value. So we can take I common in the numerator. So z minus 1 by I. In the denominator, we can take I common. Okay, 2 by I plus 1. Here I will be cancelled. So when I will be cancelled, this is equal to limit z minus 1 by I is equal to minus I. Already here minus is there. So z plus I. Z plus I. The denominator minus here 2 by I means 2I. 1 by I is equal to 2I. So we can write, we can rationalize the denominator. Limit z plus I by 1 minus 2I as this. We are rationalizing 1 plus 2I by 1 plus 2I, multiplying and dividing with the 1 plus 2I. So this is equal to limit. Now multiply these two terms. First z into 1, z plus I into 2I into z, 2I into z plus I into 1, I, 2I into I, that is minus I square means minus 1, that is minus 2. The denominator is 1 minus 2I, 1 plus 2I, that is 1 plus 4, that is I am writing 1 plus 4. This is equal to limit. You can take a z common here. So z minus 2, I am writing Malli indulo Jl&Ts imaginary parts last only. I minus 2. Z minus 2 I am writing here plus I into 2z plus 1. Denominator is 5. Okay. So this series converges. Okay. Problem చూద్దామండి నేను చూస్తాను. I will do again this. మళ్ళీ నేను పంపిస్తాను, మళ్ళీ చెప్తాను, నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్ లో చెప్తానండి. నేను వేరే ప్రాబ్లం కొంచెం లెందీ అవుతుంది ఇది, ఇలా కాకుండా షార్ట్ కట్ లో చేయొచ్చు. ఆప్షన్ ఓకే, 4th ఆప్షన్ ఇస్ రైట్ ఆప్షన్ అండి. ఓకే, చిన్న క్యాల్కులేషన్ లో మిస్టేక్స్. ఓకే, ఐఎమ్ టేకింగ్ అనదర్ ప్రాబ్లం. CSR net, it is also 2012 CSR net problem. Consider the power series. Consider the power series. Summation n is equal to 1 to infinity z power n factorial. The radius of convergence. Of this series. This is the question. Okay, we have options here. 0 first option, second option infinity, third option 1, fourth option is a real number. These are the options we have. First I am writing summation n is equal to 1 to infinity z power n factorial. N is equal to 1 to infinity z power n factorial as z power 1, first 1 factorial, plus z power 2 factorial, plus z power 3 factorial, plus and so on. Okay, I'm taking up to 3 factorial. Okay, so this is nothing. I'm taking the z power 4 factorial also. Okay, for getting complete idea. This is nothing but z, and second one is z power 2 factorial means z square, and z power 3 factorial means z power 6, z power 4 factorial means 24 plus and so. So we can write this as z plus, I'm writing like this, 1 into z power 1 factorial. Okay, z power 1 కాబట్టి 1 factorial రాస్తాం, plus 1 into z power 2, that is 2 factorial, plus 0 into z cube, plus 0 into z power 4, plus 0 into z power 5, plus z power 6 can be written as 1 into z power 3 factorial, plus and so on. Remaining terms right here. So we can observe here factorial power లో factorial ఉంది అంటే coefficient 1 ఉందండి. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ 24 6 4 factorial అంటే దానికి కూడా coefficient 1 ఉంటుంది. So this can be written as, there are two options, we have either it is 1 or remaining cases low 0. So we can write an is equal to 1, therefore you can write the coefficient here. I am writing only coefficient. An is equal to 1 for n is equal to k factorial, n is equal to k factorial, 0 for n is not equal to k factorial or otherwise. There are two options, మనకు అయితే 1 అవుతుంది లేకుంటే కోఎఫిషియంట్ వాల్యూ 0 అవుతుంది. ఇక్కడ టూ ఆప్షన్స్ ఉన్నప్పుడు మనం సుప్రీమం డెఫినేషన్ యూజ్ చేసుకోవాలి. therefore the radius of convergence 1 by r is equal to limit supremum of an whole to the power of 1 by n. This is equal to limit supremum of 1 comma 0. Okay, 1 కు power 1 by n అన్న 1 వస్తుంది, 0 power 1 by n అన్న 0 నే వస్తుంది. Okay, supremum of these two is 1. Therefore the radius of convergence is equal to 1. So our third option is the right option. Okay, now I am taking another problem. It is also from CSR net problem, same previous problem లాగానే ఉంటుంది. The power series summation n equal to 0 to infinity 2 power n into z power n factorial comma పెట్టేసాడు. The radius of convergence is okay. So we can write options here. I'm giving options. First option 1, second option 0, third option infinity, fourth option 1 by 2. These are the options. First we can expand the series n equal to 0 to infinity 2 power n z power n, that is equal to, we can write first term z power 2 power 0 z power 0, that is 1, plus second term 2 into z power 1 factorial, plus 2 power 2 2 power 1 అయిపోయింది, 2 power 2, that is 4 z power 2 factorial, plus and so that is good. So this is equal to, we can write 1 plus ఇంకొక టర్మ్ కూడా తీసుకుందామండి, 2 power 3 2 power 3 means 8 z power 3 factorial plus and so on. Okay. First term 1 plus 2z plus 4z square plus 8 z power 6 plus and so on. Okay. So this can be written as, we can write it as 1 into, or we can write 2 power some 0 into z power 0 factorial. 0 factorial is 1. So not sure. It is simply first 1 and a system. No problem. 1 plus 2 into 2 power 1 into z power 1 factorial plus this is 2 square z power 2 factorial plus 2 cube. ఇందులో ఇంకొక టర్మ్ రాయాలి కదా, ఇంకో స్టెప్ రాసుకుందాం. 1 ప్లస్ 2z యాజ్ ఇస్ గా ఉంచండి. 2z నెక్స్ట్ టర్మ్ 0 ఇంటూ 4z స్క్వేర్ ఉంటుంది. 4z స్క్వేర్ యాజ్ దిస్. నెక్స్ట్ టర్మ్ 0 ఇంటూ z క్యూబ్, 0 ఇంటూ z పవర్ 4 ప్లస్ 0 ఇంటూ z పవర్ 5 ప్లస్ 8 into z power 6 plus and so. Okay. So this is equal to, we can write 1 plus 2 into z plus 2 into 2 power 1 into z power 1 factorial. This is 2 can be written, 4 can be written as 2 square into z power 2 factorial plus 0 into z cube ఇలానే ఉంచండి. 0 into z power 4 ఉంచండి. Next 0 into z power 5 plus this can be written as 2 power 3 into 2 power 3 into z power 3 factorial plus and so on. ఈ విధంగా రాసుకోవచ్చు. ఓకేనా? So we can write here we have two possibilities for the coefficient here. First 2 power k, so 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3 etc. This is 2 power 0 and so this is equal to 2 power k, 2 power k for k belongs to n, okay, set of natural numbers. ఇక్కడ 2 power k ఈక్వల్ టు 0 తీసుకున్నా కానీ ఇక్కడ ఏమొస్తుంది, ఇక్కడ 2 power 0 అని రాసుకోవచ్చు అండి. ఇక్కడ ఫ్యాక్టోరియల్ మాత్రం ఉండదు ఇక్కడ. ఓకే, 2 power 0 అని రాసుకోవచ్చు, కానీ z పవర్ 0 ఫ్యాక్టర్ రాసుకోవడానికి వీలేదు. ఓకే, z పవర్ 0 ఫ్యాక్టోరియల్ అంటే మళ్ళీ z వస్తుంది, z లేదు కాబట్టి దీన్ని ఏం చేస్తానంటే యూనియన్ సింగిల్టన్ సెట్ 0 అని తీసుకుంటాం. అంటే ఫర్ k బిలాంగ్స్ టు union of set of natural numbers and including 0, that is whole numbers. So and other cases no 0 0 0, okay, remaining cases no 0, so is equal to 0 otherwise, simply in the cases no otherwise. So we can write the radius of convergence formula. Therefore radius of convergence is equal to limit supremum modulus of an power 1 by n. So this is equal to limit supremum 2 power, ఇందులో ఈ రెండిట్లో సుప్రీమం వాల్యూ ఏమవుతుంది, 2 power k అవుతుందండి. 2 power k. So supremum value 2 power k ante as it is free from limit, so it will be 2 power k only. Okay, 2 power k, so it is constant గా. ఇందులో మనకు 2 power అంటే 2 ఉంటుంది, ఒక ఆప్షన్ 2 స్క్వేర్ ఉంటుంది, 2 క్యూబ్ ఉంటుంది, ఓకే, 2 power 4 ఉంటుంది అండ్ సో ఆన్. ఇవి యాక్చువల్ గా దిస్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఇదండి. మనకు ఇందులో ఫస్ట్ మనం ఇంక్లూడ్ చేసాం k ఈక్వల్ టు 0 కూడా ఇంక్లూడ్ చేసామండి. అంటే దిస్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 2 power 0 కూడా ఉంటుంది. 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3 etc., 2 power 4 etc. అందులో మనకు ఆప్షన్స్ ఏమి ఉన్నాయో చూసుకోండి. ఇందులో 2 లేదు, 2 స్క్వేర్ లేదు, 1 ఉందండి. 1 అంటే ఇక్కడ 2 పవర్ 0 కదా, 2 పవర్ 0 అంటే 1. ఇది 1/r is equal to 1 అంటే r is equal to 1. దిస్ ఈస్ ద రేడియస్ ఆఫ్ కన్వర్జెన్స్. ఓకే, ఇది కొంచెం ఇబ్బందిగా ఉంది, సో జాగ్రత్తగా పెట్టించేయండి. జస్ట్ వీఆర్ టేకింగ్ ద రేడియస్ ఆఫ్ కన్వర్జెన్స్ 1/r. ఇట్ ఈస్ ద సుప్రీమం ఆఫ్ 2 పవర్ k అండ్ 0. ఇందులో 2 పవర్ k అన్నాడు కాబట్టి k మెన్షన్ చేశాను, ఆల్రెడీ డిఫైన్ చేశాను. k ఎక్కడ పాసిబుల్ అవుతుందంటే 2 పవర్ n యూనియన్ సింగిల్టన్ సెట్ 0 దగ్గర పాసిబిలిటీ ఉంది. ఓకే, నౌ ఐఎమ్ టేకింగ్ అనదర్ ప్రాబ్లం. From Jl, I'm taking from Jl. If r is equal to radius of convergence, radius of convergence of summation n equal to 0 to infinity an z power n, then the radius of convergence of summation n equal to 0 to infinity c into an z power n. Okay, this is the problem. Now we have options. First option, or if c not equal to c into an z power n equal to 0 to infinity. First option, or if c not equal to 0. Second option, or for all, and for all c, c not equal to 0 mention చేశాడు. Third option, c into r. Fourth option, r by c, if c not equal to 0. Okay, these are the 4 options we have. Okay, now yeah, we can check CR whether it is correct or right. Okay, first the radius of convergence of this power series is, we are given r is equal to 1/r is equal to limit, I am taking the ratio test, limit an plus 1/an. Okay, so for this series also, this is the radius of convergence of the first series, we are given r. Okay, for this series I am finding radius of convergence. So here in this series, an is equal to c into an. Okay, an cancel cheyakudadu. an plus 1 is equal to c into an plus 1. Okay, so the radius of convergence is equal to 1 by, we have to find the, first I am finding radius of convergence of this series, that is formula limit an plus 1/an, that is equal to limit an plus 1, that is c into an plus 1 by c into an. Okay, so here c will be cancelled. Okay, an plus 1 veru, an plus 1 veru. So this is equal to limit modulus of an plus 1/an. This is equal to already we are given, this is 1/r. Okay, so for this series, summation n equal to 0 to infinity an z power n, the radius of convergence is r. Now this series also, for c into an z power n, for this series also radius of convergence is r. Therefore the radius of convergence of the power series summation c into an z power n, summation c into n equal to 0 to infinity an c an z power n is also r, for all r. Okay, so second option is the right option. Okay, second option is the right option. C not equal to for all c another. Okay, c not equal to 0 కావాలండి, ఎందుకంటే డినామినేటర్ లో c ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి c not equal to 0. So first option is the right option, R for all c. Okay, now you can take another problem. The power series, the radius of convergence. Simply I'm taking the net problem. So it's a net. The radius of convergence of the power series summation n is equal to 1 to infinity n factorial by n power n z power n is. We have options. First option 1, second option 1 by 4, third option e, fourth option infinity. Okay, now first I am taking an is equal to, that is n factorial by n power n, and an plus 1 is equal to n plus 1 factorial by n plus 1 whole to the power of n plus 1. Okay, so the radius of convergence 1 by r is equal to radius of radius of convergence 1 by r is equal to limit n tends to infinity, just I am writing limit modulus of an plus 1 by a, that is equal to limit n plus 1 factorial divided by n plus 1 whole to the power of n plus 1. Here in the numerator n power n by n factorial. Okay, you can write n plus 1 factorial by it is n power n plus 1 power n plus 1. Okay, and by an కదా ఇక్కడ, సో రెసిప్రోకల్ తీసుకుందాం n power n by n factorial. Okay, so this is equal to limit here n plus 1 n factorial as this n plus 1 into n factorial రాసుకోవచ్చు. We can take here n common, so n power n plus 1 plus 1 by n whole to the power of n plus 1 ఇలా representing this. N common we are taking. The numerator n power n factorial is as this. Okay, so we can take n factorial cancel, n power n, that is here 1 n will be cancelled. Okay, remaining limit we can take n common in the numerator, n of 1 plus 1 by n. In the denominator we have n power 1, that is n 1 plus 1 by n whole to the power of n plus 1. Okay, so n will be cancelled, 1 plus 1 by n, this is the power 1 will be cancelled. So this is equal to limit of, just I'm writing for our clarity, 1 by n. This is equal to formula power n. This is formula E. As n tends to infinity, 1 plus 1 by n whole power n is equal to E. So this is 1 by r value. This is 1 by r value. Therefore, radius of convergence is equal to, okay. So our option is the, yeah, third option is the right option. Okay. Most of the, okay, third option is the. Now I'm taking another problem from the set the radius of convergence of the power series. Set problem. The radius of convergence. The radius of convergence of the power series summation n equal to 0 to infinity z power 2n by 2 power n, z power 2n by 2 power n. Okay. I'm giving options. First option 0, second option 1 by root 2, third option can do the problem and the respond on that works 1 by root 2, and the fourth option. Now I'm taking the coefficient here. Now this is equal to 1 by 2 power 1 by 2, that is root 2. This is the value of 1 by r, not r. So therefore, the radius of convergence r is equal to root 2. This is the option. Okay, third option is the right option.
ఇక్కడ పవర్ లో 1/2n అనేది లభించే
ఇక్కడ z పవర్ మనకు ఎక్స్పాన్షన్ ఏంటంటే ఇక్కడ z పవర్ n కాదు, z పవర్ 2 హోల్ పవర్ n అన్నమాట. కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ z పవర్ లేదంటే మీరు 2n is equal to n అని తీసుకొని చేయండి, అప్పుడు t స్క్వేర్ వస్తుంది. t స్క్వేర్ అంటే మళ్ళీ ఇదే వస్తుంది. ఇక్కడ 2 పవర్ n ఉంది కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ z పవర్ కోఎఫిషియంట్, z కోఎఫిషియంట్ పవర్ తీసుకోవాలి.
ఓకే ఓకే,
z పవర్ 2n ఉంది కాబట్టి 2n తీసుకోవాలి. ఓకే ఓకే, అలా కూడా 2n ఈక్వల్ టు యాక్చువల్లీ ఫార్ములా ఉంటుంది, అక్కడ అన్ని ఫార్ములా చెప్తే కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవుతుంది, జస్ట్ ఒకటి చెప్పేసి ఐడియా. నెక్స్ట్ ఐఎమ్ టేకింగ్ వన్ ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఫ్రమ్ DL. The radius of convergence of the power series summation n is equal to 1 to infinity n by 2 power n z power n is. Okay, options. First option 1, second option 2, third option 1 by 2, and the fourth option is 4. Okay, you can take the coefficient an, that is n by 2 power n. Okay, simple ga nenu ratio root test use chestunna. Limit modulus of an power 1 by n, that is equal to limit n power 1 by n by 2 అని డైరెక్ట్ రాసుకోవచ్చు కదా, లేకుంటే నేను రాస్తాను. ఇది ఎలా రాశారు సార్, 1 by n whole to the power of this is 2 power n. Okay, now I am taking limit n power 1 by n. Denominator we can write this n will be cancelled. This is equal to 1 by 2. As we know that limit n tends to infinity, n power 1 by n is equal to 1 by 2. Therefore, this is the 1 by r value. Therefore, the radius of convergence r is equal to 2. So, second option is the 2 is the right option. Now I am taking one problem from DL. DL, the radius of convergence, the radius of convergence, the radius of convergence of the power series, of the power series, summation n is equal to 1 to 0 to infinity, sigma n equal to 0 to infinity, 3 minus of minus 1 to the power of n whole to the power of n z power n is, okay, 2012 DL. First option is 2, second option is 1 by 2, third option is 1 by third option is 4, fourth option is 1 by 4. These are the options we have. First, I am writing an value. An is equal to respond option 4. Okay, now an is equal to 3 minus of minus 1 to the power of n whole to the power of n. Okay, we can apply the root test, that is 1 by r limit. ఇక్కడ minus 1 to the power of n ఉందండి, మళ్ళీ conflict వస్తుంది 1 minus 1 తోటి, కాబట్టి we can take the supremum. Okay, supremum modulus of an whole to the power of 1 by, that is equal to limit supremum modulus of 3 minus minus 1 to the power of n whole to the power of n whole to the power of 1 by n. This n and n will be cancelled. So as we know that limit n tends to infinity minus 1 to the power of n is equal to 2 possibilities are there. 1 minus 1. This is for even n and this is for odd n. So this is equal to limit supremum. I am writing one more step here. 3 minus minus 1 to the power of n. Okay. While applying, I am removing the limit here. Limit apply చేసేసి apply చేస్తే 2 possibilities ఉన్నాయి. 3 first 1 అండి, 1. Okay. Next వచ్చేసి 3 minus of minus 1. Okay, 2 possibilities. So this is equal to, this is the supremum of this. Okay, this is equal to supremum of 2 and 4. So that is 4 is the supremum. So the radius of convergence 1 by r is equal to 4. That is r is equal to 1 by 4. 1 by 4 is the option. Okay, so our fourth option, option C, 2 is fourth one, 4 is 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 is the correct option. Now I am taking one problem from a recent 2020 AP Jl&Ts. Let me simply write here. The radius of convergence. Radius of convergence of the power series. Of the power series. Summation n is equal to 1 to infinity n power n z power n is. We have options. Option 1 1, option 2 0, option 3 infinity, option 4 is. These are the options we have. First, the coefficient of an is equal to n power n. The radius of convergence 1 by r is equal to limit modulus of an power 1 by n. This is equal to limit n power n whole to the power of 1 by n. So n will be cancelled. As n tends to infinity, n tends to infinity. This tends to also infinity. Okay. So 1 by r is equal to infinity. Therefore, the radius of convergence r is equal to reciprocal of infinity is 0. So option 2 is the right option. Okay, not 1. One option, right option. Okay. Now I am taking another problem from JL and also from DL. JL. Okay. The radius of convergence, radius of convergence of the power series radius of convergence of the, this is the value, power series, summation n is equal to 1 to infinity n factorial by n power n z power n is. Okay. రెండు రకాల ఆప్షన్స్ ఉన్నాయి. నేను ఫస్ట్ జేఎల్ ఆప్షన్స్ రాస్తున్నా, తర్వాత డిఎల్ ఆప్షన్స్ రాస్తున్నా. ఓకే, ఫస్ట్ ఆప్షన్ 2, సెకండ్ ఆప్షన్ 3, థర్డ్ ఆప్షన్ ఈ, ఫోర్త్ ఆప్షన్ రూట్ ఈ. దిస్ ఈస్ రూట్ ఈ. డిఎల్ ఆప్షన్స్ వచ్చేసి 1, second option E, third option 1 by 4, fourth option infinity. Okay. JL option E. Okay. రెండిట్లో సేమ్ ఉందండి, చూడండి ఈ కామన్ ఉంది ఆప్షన్ లో. ఓకే, రెండు ఆప్షన్స్ ఉండవు మన దగ్గర, కాబట్టి ఈ ఇస్ ద రైట్ ఆప్షన్. ఫస్ట్ ఐ యామ్ టేకింగ్ AN.
సార్ ఆల్రెడీ చెప్పాను సార్.
Repeated question, sir.
It is repeated. Okay.
On, sir.
Okay, I am taking another problem. Next, I am taking another problem. The radius of convergence is JL and also from DL. The radius of convergence, of the power series summation k is equal to 1 to infinity z power 2k plus 1 by 2k plus 1 factorial is. Okay, this is the, we have options for this. I am writing here. First option 0, second option infinity, third option 1, fourth option is E. First, I am taking the coefficient here an or ak, that is equal to 1 by 2k plus 1 factorial, then ak plus 1 is equal to 1 by, replace k by k plus 1, 2k plus 1 plus 1, that is 2k plus 3, odd number, 2k plus 3 factor. And take the reciprocal ratio test, that is 1 by r is equal to limit, I'm taking k tends to infinity, ak plus 1 by ak. That is equal to limit ak plus 1 is 1 by 2k plus 3 factorial, and ak, take the two numerator, that is 2k plus 1 factorial. Okay. So we can write this as limit 1 by 2k plus 3 into 2k plus 1 factorial. Here it is same, 2k plus 1 factorial. This will be x. So the radius of convergence as k tends to infinity. This is k tends to infinity. K tends to infinity, 1 by 2k plus 1 tends to 1 by infinity, that is 0. Therefore, the radius of convergence r is equal to, so r is equal to infinity is the equation. Okay. Okay, 0, 1 by r value అంటే మనకు కావాల్సింది ఏంటి, r value. R is equal to reciprocal తీసుకోవాలి, 1 by 0 తీసుకోవాలి. Next, I'm taking 2011 net questions, CSR net question. Consider the power series. Consider the power series. Summation n is equal to 1 to infinity an z power n, where an is equal to number of divisors of n to the power of 50. Then the radius of convergence is, okay. First, option 1, option 2, 1 by 50, option 3, 50, option 4, 0. First, an is equal to, we are given number of divisors of n power 50. Let an is equal to, this is the solution. Let an is equal to number of divisors of n power 50. N power 50 divisors, I'm writing option 2. Okay, we'll see. Maybe it is right down. Then an can be written as n power 0, n power 1, these are the divisors. N power 2, of course, n power 5, n power 10 also, n power 25, n power, these are the divisors of n power 50. But this is not criteria. We have a formula. I'm writing first formula. I'm writing for number of divisors of n. Number of divisors of n. We have formula, that is d of n, number of divisors of n less than or equal to n, as we. This is obviously greater than or equal to. Okay. This is a formula. We can use this formula to find the radius of convergence of the given power series. Okay. So for number of divisors of n power 50, can replace n by n power 50 here. Therefore, you can write 1 less than or equal to d power n power 50 less than or equal to n power 50. You can write like this. So 1 less than or equal to d power n power 50 means number of divisors of n power 50. That is, we are taking an. This is less than or equal to n power 50. Okay. Now take n power 1 by n unknown every term. 1 power 1 by n less than or equal to an power 1 by n less than or equal to n power 50 whole to the power of 1 by n. Okay. Obviously, this is 1 less than or equal to an power 1 by n less than or equal to n power 1 by n whole to the power of 50. You can write that. So, as n tends to infinity, as I'm writing, limit n tends to infinity, one value, the left side value will be 1, and as n tends to infinity, the right hand side value n power 1 by n whole to the power of 50. As we know that n power 1 by n is 1, 1 power 50 is 1. Okay, the left hand side limit value is 1, right hand side value is 1. So we can use squeeze lemma or squeeze theorem. Therefore, by squeeze theorem, okay, the left side value, right side value same, then that will be equal to middle. That is, limit n tends to infinity, an whole to the power of 1 by n is equal to 1. This is nothing but 1 by r, and you can take modulus also. 1 by r is equal to 1. That is nothing but r is equal to 1. This is the radius of convergence of the power series. Okay. Now I'm taking one problem from DL. From DL. If an is equal to 2 for n equal to 0, for n equal to 0, 2 power n for n is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 etc. Then the radius of convergence of the power series summation n equal to 0 to infinity, index is from 0 to infinity, an z power n is. Okay. We have options here. First option 1, second option 1 by 2, third option 2, and the fourth option is 1 by 3. You can respond on chat box. Okay. Now I'm taking option 2. Now I'm taking here an is equal to 2 possibilities are there. First one is 2, second one is 2 power, okay, for n equal to 0, for n equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. So what is the formula for finding radius of convergence? An is equal to limit suprema modulus of an power 1 by n. సో ఇందులోనే సుప్రీమం వాల్యూ తీసేసుకోండి, ఇందులోనే సుప్రీమం. ఇక్కడ n ఈక్వల్ టు 1 తీసుకున్నప్పుడు 2 వస్తుంది. 2, 2 లో సుప్రీమం 2నే కాన్స్టెంట్ కాబట్టి n ఈక్వల్ టు 2 తీసుకున్నప్పుడు 2 పవర్ 4 వస్తుంది. 2 పవర్ 2 అంటే 4 వస్తుంది సుప్రీం. అంటే 2 పవర్ n is the supremum value. 1/n. n will be cancelled. So this is equal to 2 only. Therefore, radius of convergence is equal to r equal to 1. Second option is the right option. Okay. Second option. True na second option. Swati Gada. Okay. Now we can do some more problems from this sector. Other problems tonight. Compulsory question and different problems in discuss in the next class. If you have question, you can ask. Yes.
గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ సార్.
Good evening, madam.
సార్ ఒక నెట్ ప్రాబ్లమ్ లో 2 పవర్ k is equals to 2 పవర్ 0, 2 పవర్ 1, 2 పవర్ 2 లో మనం 1 తీసుకున్నాం కదా సార్.
1 second, madam. Yeah.